Hey, what's up guys, and yes, the final episode of What If Naruto Awaken, the Golden Dragon Soul. I just want to say thank you all for sticking around and enjoying this series, guys. It's been rather fun. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, all of you that subscribe because of this series. I just want to say thank you all. But as you already know, just sit back and relax because new What Ifs are coming up soon for you guys to enjoy, yes guys. So place your feet up, sit back and relax. Also, I post a brand new episode over on Anime King 3 of What If Naruto was created by the Otsutsuki clan, so go ahead and enjoy that, guys. And also guys, I post a brand new episode over in Anime King 2 of What If Naruto was the god of space, time and will. So go ahead and enjoy that as well, guys. And also remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and support, and yeah, without further ado, what is to begin this final episode? Let's get right into this. Start the intro. So the last spot we left off, Itachi and Kisame came to Konoha, as it was a trap for them. Jiraiya, along with his Sage Mode activated, took Itachi on, while Naruto take on Kisame as Hana provided backup, as Naruto did not even need to enter his dragon form. They clashed with Kisame as he was surprised by Naruto's strength. He thought the kid was supposed to be weak, but yet here he was on defensive. The Heimer triplets came in as they also drilled through him, sapping away many of his strength as he dropped because of the blood loss. They then proceeded to rip him apart, as Naruto did not even have to enter his dragon mode, as Kisame was dealt with, as Jiraiya dealt with Itachi. So with that, they reported back to Tsunade, as she congratulated them on a job well done. As another threat of the Akatsuki has been dealt with, some time passed, as they came back to the village, Anko and Sora, as they told Tsunade about their attack from the Akatsuki, and what they did as well. As Naruto and Sora need to hunt down Kakazu, they had made a deal with death after all, so they have to hunt Kakazu down. So with that, both of them left, on the hunt, unaware that many things were happening, as Madara turned against Pain. Yes, he turned against him. It seems that Madara was working for one of the demons that wanted Sora dead. He was able to flee though, as Pain decided to inform Jiraiya about this. He wanted to bring salvation to the world and save it, but Madara wanted the world to end right away. And because of his lack of, well, spy network, he could not find him anywhere. So knowing someone with a spy network, Jiraiya, he decided to leak the information to him. Naruto and Sora had found Kakazu, as they had destroyed him, well, most of Naruto, as Sora had destroyed his two hearts that went with him. While that was going on, Madara decided to attack Konoha as he went after the Inzakas. Hana and Anko arrived as he attacked them. The battle didn't last for too long though, as Sasuke also intervened as well, but Hana got hurt. As Naruto arrived rather furious, his eyes locked with Madara, as Naruto was about to rip him apart. Rage on his face as he transformed right there and then. He was gonna die. So yeah guys, that's basically that's what I thought. If you guys can switch across the place, check it for yourself. So let's begin this new and final episode. Let's get right into this, guys. Let's begin now. Dragon Sage Secret Technique. Dragon Soul Release, Naruto roar as he draws katana that instantly went to the Bankai mode, as his body turned into his Dragon Sage form. As he attacked Madara with everything that he had, Madara quickly uses Kamui, but it was impossible to keep up. Every time he faced, Naruto was on top of him, making it impossible for him to fully come back into reality. as Naruto decided to do something else. Dragon absolute reality, he said. Madara was confused, as Naruto stared right at him. This is where we end things. Madara laughed at that. Boy, you're 100 years too early to touch me, but give it your best shot. As Naruto smirked at that. As you wish, he said. Flash of the Dragon God. As Naruto's body turned into about 100 after image, Madara tried to follow, but the speed was beyond anything that he's ever seen before. The next thing he knew, he felt it as Naruto moved. Naruto then appeared behind him, all the after images fusing back with his body. Madara laughed as he didn't really feel. Aha, I told you that you couldn't touch me, he said. And I told you, said Naruto, this is the end. As he sheathed his blade. The moment he did, Madara's body exploded. Into fine mist, his body chopped into tiny pieces. Blood spraying in the air, filling it like a red mist. Everyone was shocked as Naruto spoke up. His abilities still hinder most of my strikes, but the ones that got through were rather lethal. As Sora summoned the Shinigami to take Madara's soul. As Naruto made his way over towards his fiancée. Are you okay? He asked. Yeah, I'm fine, she said. What do you say to a dip in hot springs, then? We spend the day in the bed, he asked. She smiled at that. Sounds like a plan to me as she kissed him. Meanwhile, at Beelzebub Castle. Sire. As Beelzebub sighed, they failed and died, Toreki asked, rather annoyed. Yes, my lord, however, they got the seals in place. Beelzebub smiled. At least they were not totally worthless. Prepare to summon my army and me to your realm. I believe it is time to show these humans who rules. The figure nodded. It shall be done. All hail Jashin Sama. As Beelzebub chuckled darkly. Time skip. It has been 3 months since the death of Madara and Zetsu, as Naruto and Hana got married a month ago, in a private ceremony, which several of the gods had attended, in disguise of course, along with Minato and Kushina as well, as they were overjoyed to see their son get married, as Tasumi was there rather vocal about Naruto giving her some grandbabies, making Hana called out mom, but she didn't have to worry about that request anymore because they had spent the last week holed up in their room, following through on that request. In terms of training, Hana has grown to a different level in the past 3 months because of all the training. At the moment though, she was in the hospital. Congratulations, you're 3 months along. Hana smiled brightly as she rubbed her stomach. My baby, she said, with the brightest smile ever, as Tsunade asked, when are you gonna tell Naruto? Hana glowed dim a bit. I'm gonna tell him soon, but I don't want him to be all worried about me until they finish off Hidan. Tsunade frowned at that. He would want to know right away, but still, I won't say anything, as she honored the woman's choice. Thank you. I promise to tell him within a month for sure. Is that okay? Tsunade simply nodded. Shizune burst in the room. Tsunade-sama, she said, holding a piece of paper in her hand. Shizune, what's so important you had to interrupt a private doctor visit? As Shizune held out the paper. It was then that Tsunade's eyes went wide. Time skip 5 minutes later. As a lot of people were in the office. That includes Jiraiya and Sarutobi. Shizune was there as well, along with Naruto and the others. While Naruto still did not like Jiraiya, he had earned his respect as a powerful shinobi. What the hell is going on, said Tsunade. Would you two mind explaining why I have a detailed information of an invasion of a demon army in Hainokune? No, wait. The better question will be, why did the Kyuubi send this to me in a summoning scroll saying that he wants to talk to you, she said. As Sora and Naruto turned toward each other. Huh, they said together, causing everyone to face fall to the ground, as their wives smacked them upside the head. Tsunade interrupted the girls' rants. As much as I love to see them squirming, I need the answer, she said. As Sora sighed, well, I did free him from Naruto, and he did threaten to kill me when I look like a threat to the hatchling. Maybe he's taking a shine into Naruto, Sora said. As Naruto raised the eyebrow and sure, the kitsune left him Taijutsu style, but he actually cared about him? Are you sure about that, Naruto asked. Sora nodded. Iniri-sama said that the Kyuubi asked about your progress while we were away. I wouldn't put it past him to be checking on a possible enemy. You know that foxes are rather crafty. But still, They think of many things around them as their responsibility and their associations. He may just be reaping a debt, or maybe he believes that you're part of his responsibility. Well, we're gonna have to summon him and find out. As at that moment, Jiraiya spoke up. Summon? Summon the beast that almost destroyed Konoha? Are you insane? The Kyuubi is not pure evil. As a matter of fact, said Sora. He is one of the few demons lord who doesn't let his demons run amok in the world. He was tricked by Madara the last time. This time I'm here, and he can be desummoned at any time. If he does anything, it would be a breach in our contract. Jiraiya was still not convinced though. Even if you're powerful enough to fight in the fight, will do extreme damage. Besides that, how can we be sure that he's not lying? Look, Jiraiya, either we ignore it and we find ourselves completely fine, or we ignore it and we find ourselves under the siege of hordes upon hordes of demons. And if that happens, I will hold you responsible for the hundreds, possibly thousands of innocent deaths. Because you were scared to do something as easy as summoning the Kyuubi to find out if this threat is real. So your choice. What's it gonna be? Asked Sora. Snevy spoke up, enough bickering. We will do it to see what he wants. She glared at Jiraiya to shut him up. She then turned towards Naruto and Sora. You two will be there in your sage form until we either determine that he's not a threat or until he's gone completely, understood? As both of them nodded. Time skip. Behind the Hokage's monument forest. As all of them were gathered there, Snevy had sent their envoys to tell the ninjas not to interfere and block them off. As Naruto held onto the scroll as he bit his finger, he flashed two hand signs before he threw the scroll out. Poof! As chakra came out and solidified into something small, something that they were not expected. A humanoid figure, who had his arms crossed and looking at Naruto. He had flaming red hair and matching red eyes, and a slitted pupil. He was wearing a majestic uniform. It was like gold and black merged, as the colors are well stitched together. But it was an armor. But it just looked so silk. There was a strange object strapped to his back. It seemed like it just consumed all light and gave off a dark, ominous glow. And he had 9 flowing tails behind him with black tips. He was the Kyuubi, king of all the fox demons. Well, Naruto. It has certainly been a while. How has the Taijutsu style been treating you, he asked, his tone coming out light. Quite well, Kyuubi, said Naruto. Thanks for asking. But we're not here to talk about that. We need to know what the hell is going on, said Naruto. Very well. I've been keeping an eye on you, kid. I do not like this village. As a matter of fact, I would wish for it to be burned to the ground right now, as everyone tensed up at that. However, it is your home, and because of that fact, I would not try to destroy it. As Naruto asks, why have you been watching me? Because every Jinchuriki represents their demon, whether they want to or not. You have manifested that dragon soul, something only Ryujin, a god who was once human, achieved. That alone makes you worthy to be my representative in this world. Yet you have also destroyed an army of demons with only your mate at your side. You also kill a man that can take on a high level demon and win. And on top of all of that, you also have a reputation in Valhalla that is exceeded by your own parents and very few powerful warrior in existence. You are interested indeed, Naruto, Namikaze, Ryusenku of Konoha. As most of the people were impressed with all of that. As Hana on the other hand, of course my man kicks ass, she thought to herself. Now, 3 months ago, Beelzebub sent Madara and Zetsu and a few demons to destroy your mate's family. Demons consider attacking family as low, and few things are lower than that. Last week he requested passage through my land to get to a portal on this plane of existence. I have no choice but to comply because he threatened to destroy my still recovering kingdom to shreds. I assure you he has plenty of demons to do so, and I fear that you might not have the strength to defeat him alone. Beelzebub. Everyone turned to look towards Sora, who spoke. You mean Beelzebub? As in Jashin, the Lord of Pain, Misery, Blood, and the only demon to ever survive. My true Dragon Sage mode, asked Sora. Kyuubi simply nodded as Sora started to curse. Brother, if this guy survived your true Dragon Sage mode, how the hell are we supposed to beat him, said Naruto. Sora looked down. I have no idea, he said. Uncle stepped up and whacked him across the head. Oi, what's this true Dragon Sage mode you're talking about? On top of that, the answer is simple. We kick his ass, whoever he is. As Hana added her 2 cents. You're both the strongest warriors against demons. Neither of you have been defeated by one before. Why let that start now, she said, as Sora looked towards Naruto, before they both start to laugh. Man, I can't believe we both got so worked up. You said it. Thank you, he said, looking towards both of the girls. Alright, first, he explained True Dragon Sage Mode to them. Secondly, we will need all the dragon that we can get to fight this menace off. He then turned towards the Kyuubi. We need all the intel that you can give us. The Kyuubi snapped his finger as a scroll. The size of the forbidden scroll appeared. It's all yours. Besides, I don't take kindly to threats. So rip him to pieces, will ya? Fine by me, said Sora. I owe the bastard for killing a few of my comrades. Naruto, I want this scroll memorized and copied for the Dragon Council. We move out in 1 week, he said, as Naruto nodded. As Anko and Hana were to move, but Sora spoke once more. Girls, I need you to remain here in Konoha. As Anko turned towards him, what did you say? There's a chance that Konoha could be attacked from behind the lines. I need you two here along the Shadow Core to protect the people. Your skills are more suited to single-scale battles than large-scale war. He started looking in her eyes. As he cut her off, your healing is very good, but you would only be able to heal me or Naruto. Dragons have their own healers, please. Don't fight me on this, he said. Naruto and myself need to focus on destroying large legions of demons. We cannot do that while you're in the battlefield. Not that you need our protection that much. But we care for you too much not to pay attention. As Naruto turned towards them, look, I love you both. But it is as he says. We will watch out for you subconsciously. So please stay here and protect the place that we wish to return to, he said. Besides, if we die, you would drag us out of heaven, hell, Valhalla, just to kick our ass back there, he said, making the two girls smile, as they seemed to calm down a bit. Hana reached out and she gave him a kiss. Alright. But there's something I need to tell you before you leave, she said, as Anko gave Sora a kiss. You better come back, otherwise, or tomorrow, torture would just be a cakewalk. Compare what I would do to you if you don't come back, she said. Time skip. Hana had cooked Naruto's favorite dinner, the Inuzaka ramen special. Naruto had spent all week going over the details of the invasion, as the dragon's elders were nearby in a resident hotel. Tomorrow they will move to the base at Hell, the dragon camp main forces. They were set up at the Valley of the End, where the demon forces would materialize. It would be 2 weeks before the attack itself, so they want to get the lay of the land and make sure everything was ready. As there was something important that Hana wanted to tell Naruto, as she sat down with him. There's something I have to tell you, she said. Yeah, you mentioned that, said Naruto. Are you okay? She nodded. The thing is, I'm pregnant. As she waited for his response, they did not speak for a while, but he got up. The next thing she knew, she was picked up as he twirled her around. You're pregnant? As he was happy, a big smile on his face. She started to smile as well, as his laughter was just radiant. As Naruto chuckled in pure absolute joy as they hugged and kissed. As he couldn't believe it. He's gonna be a father. Tears came to his eyes. He was gonna be a father. As she looked at him, he was so happy he was crying. As she gave him another kiss. As everyone was enjoying their time, as Naruto was having an amazing time, finding out that he was going to be a father, while Anko and Sora were spending the night together. Time skip. A lot of shinobis had been gathered to see their two fellow ninjas off. The Dragon Elders and the Shadow Corps were at the gate waiting. All along the way, shinobi shouted praise and thanks for helping them win the invasion. Snazzy gave Naruto a hug and gave him a kiss on the forehead as she shook Sora's hand before she turned back to the shinobis. Shinobis of Konoha, Sora, Ryu, and Naruto and Mikasa are leaving today to face a grave threat. A demon army threatened to invade Hinokune, and they have assembled their own army to combat it. They will be leaving their wife and a special team of dragons to assist Konoha should there be a surprise attack. In any case of a demon attack, notify one of those Konoichis or any member of the Dragon Corps. But that is off topic. Let us cheer for our comrade's success and send them off with the will of fire behind them. As the place erupted, people sending their cheers and their good luck. as Naruto and Sora vow that they will not leave a single demon behind. Konoha will be protected. As everyone wished them good luck. 2 weeks later, Dragon Base Camp. The 2 weeks were rather stressful, thinking about the demons that were coming, and the powerful forces, but they were ready. Everything was set in motion. The numbers were staggering. This was the biggest war since the all-out Dragon War back then. There were over 3 million dreads, and thousands and thousands and thousands of other demons gathered together, and they had to worry about Beelzebub himself. It was rather stressful. The pit fiends and the bigger head dragons had to be taken out by the elders or Naruto or Sora. The weaker hatchling dragons could not handle them. They would be ripped apart. But when it comes to numbers, they had over 2 million. But that's still pale in comparison, but the dragons were powerful. But when it came to the pit fiends and the powerful demons, only the top dragons could take them down. So this battle is going to be rather stressful. It was then that they heard it, as Hidan had given his life to summon the demons. Jashin was his lord after all. So Naruto and Sora will have to kill Beelzebub to collect Hidan's soul. As they march, the pit fiends, they march at the front, with a massive army behind them. Sora and Naruto shared a look. As them and the two elders stepped forward, something was right. Well, 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 said Beelzebub. We meet again, Ryujin. You know this is part of the dragon's domain, Beelzebub. Why are you here? Asked Sora, as he tried to be civil. Beelzebub burst out laughing even more. Oh, I thought it would be nice to let the kiddies see this world for once. You can't deny me that. Not a chance in heaven or hell. Leave now, and this will not become a problem, Sora said. Now. You should know better than to threaten me. Besides, you never know what kind of trick I might have up my sleeve. He smirked and bit his finger as he swiped his blood across his arm. Sora's eyes went wide as he and a portion of his demons just vanished. Where the hell is he? He shouted at other pit fiends. It was then a strange red screen formed above them, as Beelzebub stood right in front of it. I am right here, Ryujin. Naruto and Sora's eyes went wide when he realized the gates of Konoha. But let us not talk until the rest of the party guests are here, okay? Back at Konoha same time, as Hana, the triplets, Uncle, Snatty, they all stood there. The demons got here rather quickly. So good of you to join us, Uncle-chan. Hana-chan. After all, we cannot start the main event without you, he said. I am so glad I had Madara and Zetsu place those seals so that we can summon herself directly here, he said, with a sick smile. What do you want with us? Hana asked. Why, to hold you hostage so that we can take over this world, of course, he said. He answered like it was the most obvious thing in the world. Oh wait, he said. We also need to pay back Ryujin for all the torment he gave us during the wars. He grinned wickedly. I guess you could work for that as well. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean we're weak. You prefer to demon and yell. Beelzebub laughed. I love breaking girls like you. By the time I'm done, you'll be begging for more, he said. Hana spat towards him, as if, yeah, you piece of crap, Uncle said. We're already taken, and even if we weren't, we would never look at a demon like you. Beelzebub laughed. This is perfect, he said. I love when they're feisty. I'm gonna enjoy breaking the both of you. It will be a splendid show. All of this was being replayed back towards where Sora and Naruto were. It was then that the sky became dark, and as an explosion of power shot to the heavens, the demons backed away in pure agonizing fear. As both Naruto and Sora were getting past their limits, the rage boiling up to the surface, both of them changed instantly. Dragon Sage Art Technique. Dragon True Soul Release. The power exploded outwards, the rage bringing forward their power. As both of them changed, the elders looked forward as they only seen this once. Happened to Sora before, but it was happening again. When the light died down, he was covered in silver scales. His wings and tail were normal, but his face, he had 2 horns sticking from his head. In the center of his chest was an onyx crystal ball, about the size of an apple. Black lightning arc all over his body. His normal short hair had extended and create a mane. As for Naruto, his orb was a bright blue, but his features were same as his brother, but his lightning was bright blue as well. As Naruto turned towards him, "You have to stop the army." "Beelzebub is mine," said Naruto as he grit his teeth. Back at Konoha, Beelzebub laughed as he looked at the scream. "It doesn't matter, you worthless dragon. I'll get to your wife before you can get here." As he moved towards her, the shinobis got ready, but Naruto materialized in front of Hana. Everyone's jaw dropped. He had covered a 3-day run in a matter of seconds. Harushin is a magnificent jutsu, is it not? As Naruto turned his head, "You attacked my home. You threatened my family. I'm gonna rip you to pieces." As Naruto moved, his hand connected in Beelzebub's face. His body was thrown like a bomb. The sonic boom blowing away hundreds of demons. The electricity on Naruto turned them into dust the moment he made contact with their skin. Uncle looked towards Shadokura. "Do not interfere. You will only get in the way," she said. "Guard the walls." They all nodded as they moved towards the walls. Meanwhile, Beelzebub used his own man, throwing them in the path. As Naruto kept on ripping and tearing through them, he moved like a wild beast. A single flap of his wings, the ground was ripped and shredded apart as he moved. His speed, something that was extreme. The men that were being thrown in his way tried to slow him down, but their bodies were being incinerated as they all jumped on top of him. He roared as lightning arced out of his body, shredding them to dust. The rest of them came as they converged on him. "Dragon Flash! Flash of the Thunder God," he said, as a bright lightning beam went out. It arced from everyone as Naruto moved in the blink of a second, and bodies were turned to dust. After images shredding everything, blasts of light turned them into dust. Arms, legs, heads were removed. "You're mine," said Naruto as he crashed down on Beelzebub. Beelzebub thrust his hand out as he slammed it in Naruto's chest. Naruto grinned as he gripped it and tore it clean off. As the demon howled in pain, as Naruto dragged his claw hand down. Boom! The ground exploded as Naruto delivered rapid punches until the ground imploded and he fell deep down. Naruto held his head up and started to gather a massive amount of energy. Arc, lightning, gold mixed together before he blew it down. Beelzebub lost his left hand and his left leg as he tried to flee for his life. But Naruto wouldn't let him as he dropped down low into his stance and grabbed his blade before he moved and sliced. Beelzebub screamed as his whole body was shredded from piece to piece. Sora did tell Naruto that once he activated his true dragon soul that someone like Beelzebub wouldn't stand a chance. His power was much more greater than his, and he was right. The demons all backed away in fear when they saw what happened. He killed Beelzebub. "None of you are leaving here alive," said Naruto, as he chased after them. Meanwhile, with Sora, as he calmly walked towards all the demons, the Pit Fiends order a full-scale assault. As all of them charged forward, Sora started to burn like he was the sun itself. As he rocketed forward, shredding bodies within seconds, he tore and ripped them apart. He tore through bodies like they were paper. Many of the demons started to move back, but the elders were backing him. Along the other dragons, they slaughtered all the demons, cutting them down piece by piece. But that is when they looked up and saw their mighty leader fell by Ryujin apprentice. They tried to flee, but Sora would not let them as he started to gather a massive ball of energy and launched it forward. Bodies were blown to pieces as the dragons started to rid the world of these demons, tearing limb from limb. The fight ended in the dragon's favor. Time skip. A week later, the Shinigami came and take Hidan's soul away. It took a full week for them to hunt down all the demons, as they had tried to flee all over the world to hide away from the two dragons. But Naruto and Sora had hunted them down and killed every single last one of them. Using their dragon form, they had hunted every one of them, stopping their tyranny and destruction over the world. So with that, their deal with the Shinigami was complete, as she took the soul of Hidan, and their deal was done. The demons were wiped out. Those that remain in the demon world had no small idea in their head to claim here and try to get revenge because, well, they will be ripped apart. In a few short days, Anko announced that she was now pregnant. She and Sora did have a rather hefty time before he went to battle, as Naruto honored his promise and he came back alive. As he came back home to his beautiful wife, the threat of the demons were over for the moment. They can now relax and enjoy their time, as Naruto was happy he was going to be a father. And he came out of this with his wife, and the people that he loved are right and okay. And yeah guys, that's where it ends. I just want to say thank you all for sticking around and enjoying, guys. It's been rather wonderful. The views, the comments, the likes, everything. So I just want to say thank you guys. And you already know, just sit back and relax because new what ifs are coming up soon for you guys to enjoy. And also guys, go ahead and check out Anime King 2 and Anime King 3. But for now, I'm Motivator. See you guys soon. Peace.